live stream, which is coming from St Neots, which is, of course, about 55 minutes or maybe more than that actually nowadays from Cambridge if you travel by bus. A lot quicker if you travel by any other source, like, of course, bike or, of course, car or anything like that. So I'm actually stood outside the Weeping Ash Spoons here, just in the background here. And it's quite a nice little building here, and I will show you that right now. In actual fact, there you go, that's the St Neots, and you can see an inkling of what it's like inside there. I was actually sat just on the other side there, just had my grub there. That's why I'm a little bit late. Not only that, but the travel is a bit sort of on the delayed side today, but of course, live in St Neots, we'll see what the signal allows us on that particular note. We'll have a look around the other side of the spoons here in St Neots. If you want to check it out, make sure you do. That's the main entrance there. Now there are staircases here, and the staircases are something around about here, which is another entrance they probably used during sort of shutdown. And of course you can see the stairs just there. Okay, so that's the spoons there. One of the ways you can get into the spoons from the stairs. And up the stairs, you're wondering what is up there. It is the toilets for the gents and the ladies. But anyway, of course, to the right you head into the actual main town or high street of St Neots, but to the left is where I'm going to actually take you. So this is the Weeping Ash, and of course it's very difficult to see the logo from here of the Weeping Ash. But if I stand, of course, from here heading towards this way, and by the way, whilst we're walking down here, another kind of small pub is in this direction down there. It's called the Falcon. Very similar to the same name of the one in Huntingdon, if anybody remembers the Huntingdon video. I'm doing a solo walk here, although I'm guided. If I turn my camera around, you're just about to see the sign of St Neots Spoons there, which is, of course, the Weeping Ash, just there. But I have to go further back to actually see it, because you won't see it close up. But I'm not going to actually do it today. But I'm aiming to actually go towards this direction down here, and of course this is the way to go towards that area here. Nikki is secretly tuning in. Hello to you. Very good afternoon to you all. This is the spoons of St Neots, as I was just saying a minute ago, and these are the prices currently at the moment for the chicken, charred grilled chicken. There you go, those are the prices, those are the drinks available. And of course, if you ever want to come to the St Neots Spoons, then it's definitely worth checking out. By the way, just over there is the bar area there. So it's nice looking spoons from where I'm standing here. Good view, isn't it? So there you go. So this is the other side here. It's a free house, as you can see. It's got its sort of bouquets everywhere. So I'm going to actually take you this direction. I'll show you what direction I mean in just a minute. Do let us know what the signal's like here, and if it's okay your end. And I've got to hold the kind of like stick of the camera. Some people call it actually the gimbal, but actually it's just a selfie stick. Hello to Scott. Good afternoon, or actually good evening actually, to everyone here. And let us know what the signal's like. Is it okay where you're watching? And thank you very much for the thumbs up here. So I'm walking in St Neots, which is a sort of town, and of course this here is a garden here. Obviously it's going to look better in the summer when I come back here again. And of course it's the garden. I don't know what that says. Rescinded, is it, to the town people of St Neots by the efforts of the round table. So there you go. Just about see that. Yeah, it looks quite wobbly on my camera, but of course obviously it looks better where you are watching, which is good news. And I'm going to try and keep the camera straight as possible here. So this is a kind of garden at the back of the, of course, Weeping Ash, which of course I just showed you a minute ago. It's in that sort of direction over there. If you head towards it that way, you go into the actual high street there. So thank you very much for watching this, what is kind of like late due to travel, and of course I had to add something to eat to keep myself going. Hopefully I've done the right choice. Look at these flowers here. Don't they look amazing? Don't they look amazing? Come on, you can tell me in the chat whether you think they look amazing. But thank you very much for sticking by. We have our moderators in the chat today, and they can watch on replay as well if they miss anything at all. Same goes for anyone. So let's go. We are in St Neots here, and hopefully I'll be able to show you a bit of the River Owls in just a minute, which actually lies all the way through to St Ives, and we'll check out St Ives one day. So this is quite useful to know. The Ian Yard, or Tan Yard actually is called. Yes, they do look nice, the flowers. I'd like one of those in my garden. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people who are into flowers would probably agree with you. So the Tan Yard and the Wilcox family here, all the information is there if you can read it. You can take a snapshot if you like. I'll take my fingers out of the way so you can actually see it for yourself. Very interesting. It's a bit about the church there, and also the St Neots Heritage Trail there. I'll read you some of it so you can understand it here, and you may not be able to read it, so of course I'll read it anyway. Joseph and Sarah's son Thomas went to the Gawler near Adelaide in South Australia in 1856 to work with the William Barker of St Neots, followed soon by the brothers of Emery and George. It was George who took over and developed the business in partnership with his father Joseph in St Neots. And also, of course, in 1863 George returned to England, married to a local girl, Annie Fuller, and the couple settled in Australia, making 13 voyages back to England within 26 years. So there you go. All the other information is just there if you want to follow on that a little bit later on. And remember, anything that you do see can, of course, be rewound at any given time. So it's useful to know that. So hopefully we get to see a little bit of the river. We might not see any ducks this time, but it's worth having a look. So this is a back side, or if you like, the right hand side of the St Neots here. And we're coming into what looks like a car park to me, and I think it's Waitrose car park here, and I am right by that. Looks like a block of flats just there. On the other side of that is the actual high street over there. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see that. And of course it is slightly overcast over in this direction, and it is getting dark, but of course the cameras are lighter than anything. So yeah, the camera's doing a fantastic job by keeping it all lit up, which is good. Let's hope it stays like that as well. So yeah, I don't think those bushes over there lead to anything, because I checked that out last time. So yeah, we'll take a little bit of a left turn here, and I believe I can go this way through the Waitrose car park. And of course it tells you the times of the Waitrose St Neots opening times: 8 AM till 8 PM Monday to Saturday, and Sunday 10 AM to 4 PM. And of course there's a website for more information there. Customer, car park and deliveries in that section. 31 wanting to distribute any business to the supermarkets. But yeah, hopefully we'll come down here again in the future, in particular, of course, in the summer. Yeah, I was just fearing that, of course, well, half fearing that I wasn't able to do this live today, but of course I managed to be able to do it due to the sort of minor hay fever that's been going around at the moment. But it's kind of like weird, it's off and on, and it's only minor. And yeah, it's just that it's a runny nose time of the year for some people out there. So thank you very much for the 2 thumbs up, really appreciated of you. One of Julian Spoons is going to come in the chat. Can you tell Julian Spoons that we are live? Just to remind him. So yeah, many apologies if we are on the late time, if you are tuning in late here. If you've never seen St. Neots before, definitely worth sort of checking out. What a nice welcome back to the town of St. Neots here. Welcome back should be planted at every town, but not every town actually has that sign, you know. And it's Huntingdonshire District Council, by the way, you know, and you've got all the logo of the European Union there, and you can see, of course, it welcomes you back to the actual area here. Sorry about the picture going bright there. We are glad to see you again. So if anyone is from the St. Neots area watching this now on replay, then massive hello to you. And it's not the first time I've done a live here, but it's the first time I've done it on this camera, so wish me luck. So yeah, I might do a shortcut in just a second across the car park so I can actually show you the car park. This is the Waitrose, of course, shopping supermarket just here. 1 hour free parking for those people who travel on their cars, and those spending £10 or more. Never seen that in a supermarket before. Definitely worth checking out here for your community spirit here. Please tear off a portion of your ticket to the cashier for a refund. And of course it's got a certain amount of rules just there. Okay. I won't take too much time reading it, because you can actually rewind and snap screen that if you really want to know the information. For those people who want to snap screen, I think is the word for that one. And I do that on my phone sometimes if I really have to. But yeah, it's still looking light, as you can see. It's very good sunset in that sort of way. Well, maybe the sun is behind it actually. So yeah, so far the signal is good here in St. Neots, according to Nikki and Scott, who have been watching in the chat somewhere. But thank you very much for joining us here and taking your time to join us. It really, really does help boost the channel. And of course, yeah, as they always do, they normally promote touring with us, and they normally share it with us wherever possible. Share the stream wherever possible, and also, of course, hit that thumbs up, like some people have already done, and of course subscribe to us if you haven't already, free of charge. Yep, we are the alternative to boring life, of course, the voice that has no bias and the sound that lives forever. Getting used to saying that without no hesitation. So the Cross Keys News is in this direction. Rather looks like Christmas lights over there, doesn't it? Going through there. I would like to go through there one day, but maybe I'll do that another day. But yeah, obviously takes you through into the town where that guy's just walked out. There's a wine shop. Don't start whining anyone, especially if you support a football team. Might as well have a glass of wine after you've seen this, or actually cherish the live stream with a glass of wine watching on your big TV screens. So yeah, wherever you're watching, let us know where you're watching. Actually, you're probably watching, some of you in Hatfield. Hello to Hatfield people, and hello to anyone watching anywhere. could be watching in Cambridge, you could be watching in St Neots actually, or Haverhill, Bury Evans, any places really. Sorry if I'm stopping and starting here. It's very incredibly difficult to do a live as you go. I'm only doing this because, you know, I'm a bit delayed on the setting up the video editing software, which is of course what we have to purchase each and every month, $7.99 on Video Leap, which is the editing software that we use for the videos and the video editing. And I've got to eventually put it on this phone here. So yeah, this is of course a theatre around here. We'll show you that in just a minute. And there's a library just around the corner there. So let's have a look at this, because it's nice and peaceful here. I'm not going to go down here because it's too dangerous to do that, especially for me. It'd have to be a really fit person to do that, but of course I'm not going to take a chance. So yeah, what I'll do, it looks like a black and white TV movie screen at the moment. Of course, yeah, I picked up when I went into the Spoons, by the way, a leaflet of village leaflets, and which of course are dotted around some of the Spoons that I've noticed. It tells you a bit about the actual area that you're in, like St Neots, which is a good idea actually for those people going to Spoons, because they may not be familiar with that. But of course, yeah, it told me about a flood. It still looks a bit flooded over there, doesn't it, in that sort of area? But in the summer, it looks fantastic to walk around, I have to say. So yeah, we do see some sort of swans down here. Don't they look cute, don't they? Normally you can see the bridge from here. I don't know if I can actually show it from here, but I'll try and step up here, which I can do safely. And hopefully I don't lose my camera at the same time. But of course that's the bridge over there. It's not very great in zoom, but you get an idea of what I'm talking about here. You can see the river flowing here. It's called the River Owls. As I say, it actually stretches all the way to St Ives, which hopefully I'll show you one day, and more so in the summer, obviously. But yeah, just about see it as it is getting dark here, but thankfully you can still see something. Just imagine owning one of these boats here. You can just about see the swans here. I'll have to be careful, otherwise I'll fall off the edge here. You can see those swans. There you go, the swans far much in the distance there. And by the way, that's the bridge that actually stretches all the way to Bedford on the 905, which is what it is now. The 905 has changed over from what it used to be, the X5. You have to change, I believe, at Bedford now, or Milton Keynes, one of those two. So yeah, I think it's Bedford that you have to change over for the X5 to get to Oxford, if you wanted to get to Oxford on a bus. So yeah, I would have to wait for my travels coming from this side here across the bridge and then onto the High Street, because there's a bus stop just over there. We might get a chance to show it at some stage. So there we have it. Just want to say hello to everyone. Hello everyone, are you doing okay? Yeah, it is slightly getting dark here, and I've got my warmer sort of coat, if you like. It acts like a jumper, if you like, on that particular note, but it's nice to be here. It is really me here. I could do with a haircut actually at some point, but there you go. I'm not going to have one anytime soon, but maybe I'll surprise you on that. But anyway, let's turn the cameras the opposite way here. So like I say, we are live in St Neots here. Do bear with me as I put my hat on. Nothing to do with Hatfield, by the way. No more Hatfields today, but yeah, I walk here. I'm actually looking through my camera. I always say this, it looks like I'm looking through a dash cam, like a mirror or something. But yeah, I'm going to turn a left here and then do a U-turn and go back onto the High Street if I can. But it probably might get a bit dark, but hopefully we get the gist of it here. And of course the signal is staying with us, which is good. It's not pixelated, by the way, is it? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget, of course, as usual, the thumbs up, and of course share the stream wherever possible. So it's called the Priory Center here, just there. And of course there are information about, well, there's quite a few bits of information about the actual theatre, which is probably on this side here. And there's normally a cafe here, which is open. Sorry about that blur there. It's because when I'm moving the camera, it kind of like gets a bit blurry. But yeah, there's a cafe bar here. I'll just quickly show you that. But as I'm walking down here, that's the library there. If anyone is interested in the library. I believe there's a snooker hall just here as well. I'll just quickly show you. Look at the nice little beautiful area it is, I have to say. So, yeah, the Priory Center Cafe is just here. And it's a fully licensed one. The Oast Lounge here, I believe it's still open. I'm not quite sure. If anybody does know in the area of St Neots, or anyone entirely knows if it's still open, then of course do let us know in the comments. Look at the type of building it is. It's amazing to look at. Look at the flowers just that surround it. So I believe the cafe is open, but it doesn't actually tell you the times, or maybe I can't see them anywhere. But yeah, it's like it's sort of closed for the time being. But yeah, so that is the actual cafe there. There are toilets in here, obviously, but yeah, I don't know when it's actually open, but of course I'd have to find out. Free Wi-Fi inside, and of course all the prices of the River Tenants Cafe. Apparently that's what it's called, but the Priory Center is actually connected to this cafe. So you've got the prices, which is not too bad actually for Americano, £1.80. That's a regular though. Yeah, £2.30, still not bad at all compared to others, which is £2.80 in Cafe Nero, for example. So yeah, I'm not sure what time it's open, but I believe, of course, it's not open at this moment of time. Obviously, you'd need customers for well, of course you'd need customers to get into the times that it's open, and the more customers that go in there, the more probably it's going to open. There's a defibrillator if anyone needs it there, but like I say, they probably open at a certain time up to a period, say like 5 o'clock or maybe 4 o'clock actually, and they're probably not open all day. But obviously the more people use it, the more these things open. But yeah, I haven't been in there, but of course, yeah, I have been in there, but of course I haven't been in there for a long time. I bought a tea once in there. It's quite nice and relaxing to go into. I mean, I can actually see the picture lighter. Is it quite light at your area? Are you seeing a good light picture or lit up? Do let us know in the comments. So we're live in St Neots here, and if you haven't already checked out the Huntingdon live, make sure you do. Some people may watch on replay. I'm so glad I managed to do this walk today. I'm so proud of it today. So yeah, this way actually takes you on to the high street here, which I'm actually going to show you. It's going to be live tomorrow. I'm expecting it to be earlier than usual, I hope anyway. That's where I just walked, as you can see there. People doing their jogs. Cool. I couldn't actually last 5 minutes doing that. Just barely walked myself. But yeah, no, I'm okay, seriously. But yes, I'm walking onto the high street now, and you can see it's well lit up. Even on the camera, looking at it now. Of course, this camera lights up like a Christmas tree, which is good. I'm actually seeing a brighter picture than, you know, what I am looking at now. So is the signal okay? Is it still breaking up, or is it pixelated? Let me know in the comments now. If it's not, I presume everything is hunky-dory. So as I say, the bridge is just to the right. The Priory, as it just says up there. Oh, I didn't know there was a pool table in here. That's quite useful to know. If you fancy playing pool, I shall remember that next time. So this is called the Bridge House here. If you've never checked this bar and restaurant, or pub if you like, you know, it's worth checking out. You can have an inklings of what it's like inside, just here. And you can see the type of people that actually go in these pubs. But yeah, obviously the Owls Valley Way is where I just come from there. And this here, magic, we've done it. Of course, we are, on the main high street of St Neots. Now, of course, the Bridge House sign is just there. This here is the bridge that goes all the way to Bedford and Milton Keynes and various other places as well. Yeah, I have walked along this way. You have to get down the steps to go onto the field. I did that in the summer. Hopefully I'll do that again to showcase what it's like. And if you'd like me to do that more in the summer, then I will do that honourable thing. As you can see, this is what the traffic is like. It's almost like a Google map kind of, street map, but a live webcam here in St Neots. You can see that just over there, the church, which probably I might end up, depending on how dark it is. So this is the restaurant which I've been before. There's a free cash machine just there. I wonder why it's blurred it out there, but anyway, it's just there. Brook and Barter, it's called. I believe there is a pool table in here as well, but of course it's worth checking out because I've actually been there for a pot of tea and it is absolutely gorgeous. You can see it for yourself vaguely what it's like. And I remember there used to be a butcher's just here, but it's obviously changed to something else now. Now I'm just coming up to the bus stop here. The bus stop of where you would catch the bus on the 905 to get to Cambridge. I'll show you these stops in just a minute. And it's now turned into a pub. This used to be a butchery. Wow, it's a pub here. Bohemia, it's called. Wow, amazing looking pub here. You've got your Greggs as usual in most towns. Nice. Definitely take a friend or a partner there. So, of course, I've got about 34 minutes. Hopefully I'll finish the live just before then. We'll see. That's the times there. You can just about see it for yourself there. Absolutely brilliant. So, of course, the traffic as it is here. And I'll try and cross over here so I can show you a little bit more of the area. We've been going for half an hour so far. Let's cross over before it's too late. So this is the main part of St Neots here. This is kind of like an evening version. Nice bouquets there to go with it. Is the signal still good? That's what I want to know. There's a market kebab stall just here. Usually in most towns they start about 5 o'clock. and they're not normally there during the day. So as you see, it's quite lit up here. I don't know how lit up it is over in the other direction, but of course we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you very much for all your support today. It's been great that you've all been tuning in here. I do hope I can make my bus in a minute. It's a nice little walk actually. It's not too cold and it's not too hot either. You know, it's a little bit chilly, as if you're putting a hand in a fridge rather than a freezer. So yeah, welcome to this live touring with us here in St Neots, a nighttime version here. Hopefully one day it'll be a bit more lighter so I can show you in more light. But this is kind of like the darker version. There's a market, cafe, restaurant. This is the main market, by the way, just in case anyone's not noticed. Can you all see that? You know, it's an amazing market. That's the bus stop where you get off if you're coming from Cambridge on the 905, formerly known as the X5. So yeah, the 905 is normally a double-decker, sometimes it's a single, but mainly it will be a double-decker, just a standard bus that will go there if it's running on time, and of course they don't break down, that kind of thing. There's another restaurant just there which is quite nice. Full English breakfast you can even get here should you arrive here on good time. So we'll take a little bit of a wander, see how far we can go, but of course I won't go too far obviously, but I think I've been around this part before, so I pretty much know where I'm going. So yeah, it's quite a nice little area, kind of like reminds me of Newmarket, but slightly different. That's the only difference about it. There's a taxi office here. It's called Stevie's Taxis, if everyone's interested in getting a taxi in the area. Got a lot of amusements around here, as you can see. I try to stay away from them, but of course you know how it goes. I don't think I can get through that gap, so of course, you know, advance warning, close at night between those times, and the info is just there. Apparently the signal is still going strong down here. So this is a Turkish restaurant just down here. Let this van go by. What a name for a restaurant. It looks quite nice, doesn't it? All these restaurants I'd love to go into, but of course don't usually get time to do all that. Convenience store just here. So looks like we're walking into the unknown here. Thank you very much for sticking with us, whoever it is sticking with us, and please share this stream wherever possible here. And of course, thank you very much for joining us here. It's kind of like uneven path here, but it's not too bad actually, to be fair. I have walked up here before. Hopefully we get to see a little bit of the church here, and of course, yeah, hopefully I get my travels in time. That's what I would say on that. Otherwise I'd have to wait another half hour, but of course hopefully it won't be too long before I catch my travels. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for tuning in right now. Kind of like a spooky edition down here. You can imagine what it would be like during the daytime. So yeah, I'm walking around here. So yeah, obviously it doesn't look too obvious to people that we're filming down here, but of course the good thing is people can sit at home without no trouble as well. You can see there's a river just down here. Wow, I can actually see that better than actually, you know, with my own eyes now. So I'm looking at the camera now, look at that, amazing. Look at that. I would actually stand on the top of the actual bridge, but of course there's no light there, so I'm probably not going to do that today. But what I'm actually going to do is take a look at the area of the church. You can see it just there in the background. It's actually lit up. I can actually see no light of the church, but of course how this camera lights up very well in the dark is unbelievable. There's a lane just down there. I did not know this camera is clever like that. So this is the actual church here of St Neots. I believe Julian Spoons, who's not with me now, but of course I don't know what he's doing at the moment, but I don't know if he's in the chat somewhere, but of course he may be watching now and again. But of course this is of course the main church from the side here. Looks lovely to look at, doesn't it? I'm actually seeing a better view at home, and I hope you are as well. So this is Huntington, well, actually, I didn't pronounce it right, didn't I? It's Huntingdonshire. There you go, Brook Street here. I'll find out what the name of this church is in just a little bit. And I do hope to walk around it a little bit as well. Sorry about the signal here. It's kind of like reconnecting there just a minute. It did actually literally say that. It's quite weird. It went off for a second. I didn't expect that to happen, but there you go, it did. So look at the graveyard. I actually get a decent view of it here. It's actually lit up, which is quite nice. Well, I don't know if the camera is automatically lighting it up, but whatever is happening, I can see it a little bit better here. So let's have a little walk here down in this direction. Kind of like a spooky feeling here. Wonder if there's any ghosts down here, but I doubt it. If you do happen to see anything like an orb or anything like that, if you're into your spirits, do let us know here. There is some light over there. It's probably the light from the street lighting it up just there. Look at that. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm just looking through the eye shield of this stream here, of this church. A lot of them are not actually putting lights to the church these days. Obviously it costs a lot of money. Look at that, it's just amazing to see that. Even at night. If anyone wanted to sit and have a bit of peace and quiet, it's quite a reasonable evening to do that. And you can sit there with the glaring light here. This is the actual floodlight, but there's only one that I've spotted here. Well, actually it's a street lamp, but yeah, how nice that it's lit up anyway. So the signal is going from to and fro, but yeah, do let us know what it's like at home. If there's any problems, do let me know. If there isn't, I presume it's going quite smoothly. But yeah, you can easily get lost in the dark somewhere like this. Usually does have a floodlight, obviously, just there. So it will tell you the name of this church here. Just here. And it's actually the parish of course, St Neots, St Mary the Virgin. Okay, just to prove that point. There you go. You can see it lit up there, a little bit there, which isn't too bad. Look at that. It even lights up beautifully. I can't see that with the naked eye. There's a light coming towards me, but yeah. Anyway, I'm getting spooked now. It's at night, but not ridiculous time of the midnight hour. But of course, it's definitely kind of like dark down here. So yeah, I'll probably latch on towards the high street in just a little bit here. I think I did walk this way before, but a more lighter version. So this kind of bit reminds me of Newmarket in a way, because there is a section of Newmarket that I haven't actually showed you yet, and hopefully I'll get a chance to show you. At least it's lit up here for the time being anyway. You can see just about the flowers. They are kind of like light. I wonder, well, they're not light, but of course you can just about see them. Will the flash make any difference? I think it will. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. You can actually see a bit better. You can actually see the church a little bit better from here as well, which isn't too bad. I have to remember that flash there. But you can only sort of see it in, of course, close-up mode. There you go. Looks brilliant, doesn't it? So, oh, did anyone see a flash there? I don't know if it's just me, but it might have been just the light. Did anyone see that? Let us know in the comments here. But I am sure that I actually saw something there. I might be mistaken though. But yeah, this is live cameras at its very best. If you remember Most Haunted, back in the day when Derek Okura was around, the world's leading spiritualist, psychic medium. I wish I'd gone to his events that, of course, he was going to go to, or did go to, in Hayville at the town hall. Oh wow, I just saw a flash then. Wow, that's just amazing. Wonder what that flash is. But yeah, it's not a picture being taken, by the way, and this is live footage at its very best here. But it could be anything. It could be a fly going past, so don't be alarmed by it. But yeah, and another one just went off there, just that brief second. It's amazing what cameras do pick up. Wow, there was a bit of a, is it a sort of bit of dust? I don't know what it is. Could be a fly or something like that. I'm not too worried about it. It's probably harmful. So it's amazing what this will pick up on signals. But of course, in some areas the signal will be very weak anyway. So you wouldn't be able to get a signal. But of course, you can see my shadow there. And by the way, that's noise of just to the left there. Someone doing some drilling. So yeah, it's not a motorbike or anything like that. So yeah, do let us know if you saw anything paranormal, if you're into the world of paranormal there, or did that spook you out for a little bit there. So yeah, coming into the high street of St Neots now, and I will be shortly ending the walk. Thankfully it stayed with us, the signal, many thanks to EE, but in some areas it was a bit blurry and it did go off for a bit and it was reconnecting. There's fairy nails there. So live and direct here on YouTube, this is Touring With Us in St Neots. A nighttime version, if you like. Everything closing up for the evening. Got your NatWest Bank here in case you need it. Barclays just down there, probably need that in a minute. But yeah, this road actually stretches right away over into that direction. And of course it is a bit of a walk from here, but some people can do it. And of course the train station is up in that direction, up on the hill, and there's a bus stop on each side near the train station of St Neots, and that would be the train that you'd get from here up in that direction to Huntingdon. That's Huntingdon. Okay, so let's have a little bit of a move around. You can see it's been raining by the looks of the paths. Obviously things do change in different towns, so that's why we go to them each time. And you'll see that it's not an electric bus, by the way, it's just painted different colours. I was confused by that, but that's the 905 that I was talking about, which actually parks just down the road there, which you can see. Yep, it's safe to cross. Usually it's quite busy, as you know. Boots and your pharmacy just here. Halifax Bank there, and of course there's other shops down here, charity shops and all that kind of thing. Thank you very much for the support today. It's been absolutely great. If you miss anything, I do remind everyone that they can watch on replay, because we are still going for at least another 10 or so minutes. But yeah, do you see what I mean by it looking like Newmarket in a way? It does kind of like look like that, doesn't it? But it's just similar, in my opinion. But I just want to say hello to all the people that usually watch our news programmes and Q&As. Leonard Clark from Enfield, Max Jennings from Beresford Evans, Nicole Girding from Beresford Evans, which is our, of course, occasional walker on our walk, or walks, and our moderator as well, and Kim Smith as well. Hello to you from America. From the United States of America, that is. And just basically hello to everyone. Tony and Sam as well, who recently gave us a fantastic surprise, coffee and ice cream. That was good. The Coach House is just here, which is a traditional Green King pub to check out on the restaurants here, which is amazing. Still going strong here, and we've nearly finished here. Not too far away from where I'm actually going to finish the walk. You can see how busy the traffic is here. HSBC here, if you're familiar with the sign there. Probably can't see that very well. I'll turn the flash off actually. Probably don't need it now. Use up a lot of battery. Probably can't see it very well, but you can just about see it from here. I'm just checking if they've got. I don't think they have. I was just looking at HSBC bank here, whether they've actually got a coin machine, but obviously they haven't. Just checking here. Don't think they have. Just a quick look at that. So, hello to anyone that is just joining us here, whether you're watching or you're not watching. But it is Nick Coffey here with you today. And I do hope everyone's enjoying the live here. I've got my hat on just in case, but it's not too cold actually, to be fair, to be honest with you. But thank you very much for joining us. We're nearly finished, but not quite. Stay with us. Let's stay with the one you're on. Remember that. And we should await this cross here. Hopefully when I get to Norwich, we won't have a signal issue. If we ever go and do a live in Norwich. That would be nice to do that and try that out at some stage. But yeah, I believe I can cross now. I don't know. No, it's not worth the risk. I know there's risks in life, but of course we have to learn to accept them. Tony is here. Not cold at all today. 14 degrees in Huntingdon earlier. So I believe you've been to Huntingdon today, as in Huntingdon. Yeah, I'll just take a chance here and move quickly here. I believe this is the pub here, or the restaurant just down here, that Julian watched a bit of sport, because I believe that they do sport, entertainment, live sports, cocktails. I'm trying to think of the name of the building here. But yeah, thank you all for joining us here, wherever you're tuned in. I wish I was in Huntingdon now, because, yeah, I liked it the other day, and hopefully more so in the summer. It's the corner house. There you go, you can see it for yourself, just there. Well, not very good, but of course, it's definitely called the corner house, so there you go. Quite pretty, isn't it? Probably one of the smallest restaurants in St Neots. So, of course, I'll have a chat with you before we finish here, because I want to make sure it's on the hour here, although I haven't been walking for an hour. Oh, I've seen an Iceland, by the way, just to make you aware of it. I always look for an Iceland wherever I go, but it's actually closed at the moment. But this one is actually, well, they're all closed at 6 o'clock, including Hayville as well. So, yeah, and 10 till 4 as well. They did change their opening times. They changed it because it used to be 7 o'clock, the closing time, but they moved it back an hour. So I believe all the Icelands chains, as in supermarkets chains, have changed it back an hour. I wonder if they'll put it forward an hour when the clocks go forward. And do remind me when the clocks do go forward, because it'd be nice to know that. Another sign of welcome back to St Neots here. How interesting is that? Now, of course, you might want to have a photograph with me just like that. Snapshot that if you like. Looks quite pretty, doesn't it? If you do take a snapshot, I'm going to smile now. There you go. Done quickly. And send it to us, and then we'll put it on the page. How brilliant is that? So, anyway, over on that side is the bus stop, as I was telling you about, and you can see there is a board just over there. That's the board over there. You can't see it very well, but of course it is over in that direction, and that's the board that tells you when the buses are coming in. And of course that's the stop you need to take if you're coming in on the 905 from Cambridge, or Camborne as it now goes into. It used to go up the other way, but of course that was a long time ago. It's now going out of Cambridge, up the Science Park of Cambridge, and then onto the dual carriageway. I believe it's the A14 it goes through, and then Camborne, and then St Neots. It normally takes 45 minutes. It used to take 45 minutes. It's now about 50 minutes. Something like that. But yeah, as I swivel the camera here, we've got 7 minutes left, so I'll go slowly. And this is the Furrow Lounge. Wow, it's also a cafe bar. A lot of these restaurants are actually coming into like a cafe kind of basis here. Cafe sort of restaurants. Because a lot of Sainsbury's cafes are closing down and changing into Starbucks. I hear that as well from the Suffolk News, because we talk about this on our news channel as well, if there's anything latest. And by the way, if there's any news stories locally that we should cover that nobody else covers, then do send the information to us and we can give it a plug, obviously. But thank you very much everyone for tuning in. It's been a pleasure doing this today. I'll just quickly say a few more things before we go. I'm probably the only one waiting for a bus down here. 4 minutes time, so of course might just be able to get away with this. The 905 is in 4 minutes time. You can see that for yourself. You don't need me to zoom, but the 63 Market Place is in 52 minutes. I don't know if it goes up to the train station. Let me know if there's a bus that actually goes up to the train station. It'd be interesting to know. But yeah, There's a way you can scan for more information on the stagecoachbus.com for more information. So this is the bus stop that you would need to use waiting for the bus from Bedford, and it should be arriving very, very shortly. But yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity. Oh, there you go, there I am. I'm going to actually, of course, leave you and turn it around here so you can see a bit of the background here. So the bus will actually come through here, and of course it should arrive very, very shortly. But I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for watching today. It's been a pleasure doing this. Hopefully Julian Spoons will come a bit more on the walks here. I've enjoyed coming here, and I'm glad I did it because, you know, I was feeling a bit running nose kind of feeling. But of course, yeah, that's now sort of gone away at the moment now that I've done my walk. It's amazing that. But yeah, hopefully it stays on to be like that. Of course, the more you do a little bit more walking exercise, it's very good to know that. You don't have to be a doctor to know that. I've even worked that out myself. But yeah, I think I deserve one of these, which I'm going to leave you with the shot of this here. One of these burgers and chips here. I'll check that out another day. But the bus should be arriving in about 2 minutes time now. It is 18:37 here, and of course today's date is the 3rd of March 2022, and that being on a Thursday. So Thursday the 3rd of March 2022. And don't forget there'll be a live tomorrow, hopefully on a lighter note and a bit earlier as well, and hopefully with the signal that we had on the other phone will be just as good. Hopefully you can all join us for that, and if we are late we do apologise, and we'll let you know on the Facebook page, and sometimes we update our Twitter page, which you can also follow us on, and subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already, which is free of charge to do so, and of course, yeah, and just like us on Facebook. But yeah, rather than leaving that in the way, but at least of course it's got a meter here, which apparently I heard that Hayville and Suffolk are going to get some meters. I don't know when that's going to be, but of course I heard a lot of rumours. I don't know how true they are. But just one more I'll say here very quickly. The bus will be coming through here from Bedford, which I've actually been to once on the X5, but I haven't been to Bedford since. But it is quite a big place, Bedford. Maybe I'll try that out one day. And of course there is a spoons there. It's called the Pilgrim Progress. I started at the Weeping Ash in St Neots and ended up here at the bus stop here. So the bus is due now. I'll leave you with the last footage here. Thank you very much for watching, and do take care, and you know, and remember where you see us. From Nick Coffey, live from St Neots in Huntingdonshire. I said Huntingdon wrong, didn't I? Slap on the wrist there. Huntingdon. It's that T, it's very difficult to say. But when I'm in Huntingdon, I normally say it right. Forgive me for that, please. Anyway, in Huntingdonshire, St Neots, which is just literally outside of Cambridge, and on the way to Bedford. Take care, and thanks for watching.